Clintstone's World. Here we have the John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Center and School, known informally as SWCC, primarily trains and educates U.S. Army personnel for Special Operations Command, which includes Special Forces, Civil Affairs, and Psychological Operations personnel. Well, that's kind of weird. The number one conspiracy theory, the JFK assassination. The School of Psychological Operations is named after JFK? Pretty weird. U.S. Army JFK Special Warfare Center. Their motto, straight out of the novel 1984, Veritas et Libertas, Truth and Freedom. Now that is very, very similar to what we see right here in 1984. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Truth and freedom. Here's one of those GoArmy.com careers, psychological operations specialist. So you can be, 18 years old, right out of high school and go do this. As a psychological operations specialist, you'll be an expert at persuasion. Okay, that means they're going to turn you into a lion sack of shit. You'll assess information and develop information needed to influence and engage specific audiences. So what kind of information would influence? What kind of information do you think is put out into the world in order to influence people? Probably a lot on social media, probably a lot on CNN, Fox, MSNBC, and the like, all those big news channels. Yeah, they put out nothing true. They put out just enough to inch you towards where they want you to go. This is how they manufacture your consent, because your consent is needed at the very high end of this, on the top side of this. You still have to consent to what they're doing. And if they don't, they know you're not going to consent, you give your permission for certain things like censorship of free speech. Who in their right mind would be okay with that? But now they've introduced their Trojan horse, and they've got this thing so deep that they've got half of America designated as domestic terrorists. You know what I mean? That's how deep this is. And the other half, man, I got people in my family that are basically radicalized by their TV. They're extremists now. They're fucking crazy people. Talking about deportation of people who don't want the vax. Talking about how they should be locked up for life for storming the Capitol. All while denying anything happened this summer. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And if you think this isn't done on purpose, you're absolutely nuts. You'll broadcast important information through various mediums. Okay? Important to who? Okay, we saw in the earlier that this is for U.S. benefit. Okay? You'll broadcast information that is important to U.S. endgame through various mediums like radio, TV, social media, print. You know, like the Washington Post, owned by Jeff Bezos? Or is it Times? Either way, one of them is owned by him. Okay, those are all the different mediums of the media. And assist U.S. and foreign governments, militaries, and civilian populations. Assist U.S. civilian populations. Like infiltrate. Kind of makes you wonder. You know, there was definitely some serious stuff that went down at the Capitol. But there are also videos of the police opening the gates, waving people in. Does that give you a right to run in there and break some stuff? No. Do they need to go to jail? Yeah, they do. But at the same time, you have to ask these questions. Why was it so easy to get in there? They let them in. If you're going and they realize, oh, this is the opportunity we've been waiting for, we own the media so we can spin it any way we want. Oh yeah, you got caught, folks, at the Capitol. Man, I've been telling you for a long time, finding yourself on a side in this political climate, oof, not smart. You're not good. You're only pitting yourself against the other. Man, I'm telling you, be objective, be smart. Man, now's not the time to be picking sides. The side is free speech. The side is freedom. The side is not blue or red. The side is not left or right, up or down, black or white. The side is the people. The side is freedom. The side is free speech. The side is human rights. I don't think that's even arguable, but for some odd reason, these lefties are now finding themselves in tune with the billionaire oligarchs, the tech people who want to silence. The first shot fired in war is always censorship. So why is it that we have, and normally the Democrats or the left are the ones that are screaming about monopolies and suppression of rights and suppression of free speech. They're all for it now. It makes no sense. Why? What's with this inversion? Makes absolutely no sense unless a lot of people have been led by the nose by folks like this. You are seeing straight out of the JFK Special Warfare Center, psychological operations and political and military theater. That's what you're seeing. That's what they're using to take down the USA. And they're going to take down all of these people. And then what's left in government, they're going to coalesce into one group and become basically the United States of Soviet China. So you're going to get this nice meshing of like a buffet of the Soviet school and the communist Chinese school. And we're going to kind of mush it all together, sprinkle in some Nazi. And that's going to be the USSA. That's going to be us. And we're looking down the barrel of it right now. You're right in front of this dude's weapon right now. You are in the sights of the graduates of the JFK Special Warfare School. I don't see any other way about it. Okay? They come out of these schools, they go into news outlets, they go into government, they stay in military psyops. What do you think happened? Why do you think those weird army trailers were there in Vegas a few years ago? What do they call that? Moulage trailers. Look that up, and then tell me that nothing seems weird. Look up U.S. Army moulage trailers. MOULAGE. Look that up. Gotta do what I'm going back.